Today we're going to talk about the Tian star. In this series, we use a single main star to correspond to your own natal chart and discuss the essence of your inner self. Now we've come to the segment about the Tian star. Tian is generally described as having a childlike innocence. A childlike innocence is also considered a lucky star. But what does this really mean? In fact, it refers to the idea that everyone, from birth to growing up, when we are young, we are all very pure. When we are born, we are as pure as the morning glow, and our spines are straight, because for most people, their spines are fine at birth. But as we slowly grow up, as society begins to influence you, it will have an impact on you. We start to become socialized, our thoughts become more complex, and we begin to realize that many things can't be approached with such innocence anymore. So what does heavenly child represent? It represents that after we grow up and become socialized, the only innocence we retain, the only part of us that remains untainted, that is the concept of the heavenly child, or what is called a childlike heart. So why is the heavenly child star also considered a new medicine for learning? Because only with a mindset as blank as a sheet of paper can you write something new on it. It's just like learning. The more you clear things out, the more you empty your mind, the more you can take in new things. This is also the essence of the heavenly child's heart. One of the reasons it's called the capital for learning is because of this concept of the heavenly child. When it falls into one of the 12 houses, it represents that for that particular house, we approach it with a relatively pure mindset. For example, if it's in the friend's house, your interactions with friends are quite simple and straightforward. You don't overthink or calculate too much. In the siblings' house, it means your attitude toward your siblings is also quite pure. You see things related to your brothers and sisters in a simple, uncomplicated way. Even if you have arguments, you don't take them to heart. Of course, it also means that because the siblings' house can also represent your father's relationships. It means that your father is quite troublesome when it comes to relationships. Sometimes I have to mention this. Recently, we've seen some netizens who might take just a small clip from your video and use it to say, hey, this prediction might not be accurate. Well, I never said it would always be accurate. Could it be inaccurate? You have to understand, I'm not a fortune teller, so of course there will be times when it's not accurate. Is the probability high? Actually, it's quite high. Why? Because in Zi Wei Doshu, it's never just about analyzing a single star or a single aspect. So when we discuss these things, part of it is to tell you about the unique characteristics of the star in your chart. And what about the other part? The reason we specifically created this column is to talk about how the star affects your inner nature. So some things are actually hidden deep inside you, things you might not even be aware of yourself. But you could be influenced by external forces, and you might think you're not a certain way, but in reality you might be. For example, as we just mentioned about Hui Gong, you don't fuss over things with friends, but if your Tian star is combined with Mars and Qing Yang, your easygoing attitude might start off fine, not fussing over things at all. But what happens then? If something goes wrong, you might suddenly turn against someone. It's possible. So when everyone is learning this, I still recommend starting with the basic concepts. Only then can you gradually build up your understanding of the natal chart, which contains a lot of information. There are all sorts of different things like the trine, the government, Digong, and then transformations and so on. People build these up layer by layer. If you try to look at all these things at once, it'll be really tough for you. All right, coming back to the topic. So what if Tian is in the spouse palace? Of course, it means you hope your partner is a simple, pure person. Why? Because you hope you yourself are a simple person. Recently, I learned from teacher Jiayu, who posted an article discussing the spouse palace. He used the concept of a mirror to explain it. What he was saying is that the person you're in a relationship with is often a projection of your own inner self, like a mirror. In other words, the kind of person I hope my partner will be is actually the kind of person I hope I can be myself. Or it could be the way I hope to be treated. If you're interested, you can check out that article by teacher Jiayu, that beautiful teacher from the association. That article. People often only see the front side of themselves in the mirror, but can't see what's behind. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you don't really talk about or try to understand how much effort it takes for the person in the mirror to present themselves that way. Oh, that article was written extremely well, everyone should check it out. In the context of the spouse palace, this kind of situation is especially obvious. You hope your relationship is pure, so you want to find someone who is pure as well. And if it's in the Guanlu palace, it also means that you don't really compete with others at work. You have relatively simple aspirations for your career. And you like photography, or you just want to be happy at work, so you'll look for a job like that. Money isn't really the main focus, nor is having a high-ranking position necessarily important to you. If it's in the Genius Palace, it means that staying at home helps you relax and makes you feel like a child again, like a star. As for the Children Palace represents desires of the mouth and appetite, right? So it means this person loves to eat all kinds of things and doesn't have to be so particular about it. What about the Fortune and Virtue Palace? Of course, the Fortune and Virtue Palace means that because Tian Tong is the ruler of Fortune and Virtue. Why is he the ruler of Fortune and Virtue? It's because we believe that a person who is at peace with the world and doesn't overthink things will actually have a better life in their later years. That's why it's called the ruler of Fortune and Virtue. The Fortune and Virtue Palace also represents the Palace of Old Age and the Palace of the Spirit. For this person to enjoy their later years, usually they shouldn't be too particular or calculating, so they won't have so many worries. So it also represents the way you acquire wealth. That is to say, if you hope that your way of making money doesn't require so much effort and seriousness, you can earn money with ease and relaxation. The second merit, apart from laziness, is, well, you know, lazy people often get diabetes, so you have to be careful, be careful. As for your father, is he lazy? No, not necessarily. So you feel your father is a simple person. Therefore, wherever the Tian Tong star is located, it represents that in that particular matter, what you hope for is a simple, pure, and untainted way of handling and facing things. It's the part of your life that in the end you want to preserve and not let be tainted by society. Now, of course, we should mention that opposite Tian Tong, there might be Tai Yin, right? It could be Tai Yin. So if Tai Yin is opposite it, then this childlike innocence is more likely to be preserved in your views about the other side, right? And then enjoyment, right? And then relationships with the opposite sex, right? So what if it's Zhumen? Behind that sense of stimulation, there will be a bit of insecurity. If it's Tian Liang, then within this childlike innocence, relatively speaking, there are more thoughts. And it's because you hope to let yourself be able to, in order to maintain this pure state of mind, they are willing to do a lot of extra work and learn many things. What's more concerning, as everyone knows, is that if Zhumen and Tian Tong are placed together, then this door will try to shut Tian Long inside. So a childlike innocence. If you lock it inside a room, it becomes very dark, and then it's not as happy anymore. Just like we often say in Zi Wei Do Shu, actually, all forms of fate analysis are like this. They all look at the essence, not just the definitions you assign to things. For example, with Qing Yang, what you need to look at is its decisiveness. It's about impulsiveness, willpower, and the willingness to fight. But you can't equate decisiveness, willpower, and impulsiveness with being bad. Recently, during the US stock market crash, I had a client who made 20 million in a week. How impulsive was that? On the first day the US market dropped, he immediately went in and shorted. It was such an impulsive move, but was it bad? No, right? In that one move, he probably made as much as many of you make in a year, or maybe 2 years, or even 10 years. So impulsiveness isn't necessarily a bad thing. This is what we often say. You can't just use your original way of thinking and assume that something is bad. It's not inherently bad, it's neutral. You just need to remember its true nature. So a childlike heart. Sometimes, you know, when kids are making a fuss, there's really no reasoning with them, right? I want KFC, I want KFC. If it's not KFC, it's not okay. What reasoning can you use? Why can't you just give it to them? Sometimes this kind of impulsiveness turns into something like that. Actually, if this is combined with a certain script, it's easier for them to be influenced by their pure emotions. When those pure emotions go too far, it becomes hard to negotiate with them. Even though we say that socialization brings a lot of problems, society, the good thing is that in society, a lot of things can actually be discussed. But with pure innocence, sometimes you just don't know how to talk things through. So the only thing you really need to worry about is Tian Tong and Zhumen. If these are placed in the 12 palaces, sometimes you'll be more influenced by your pure emotions, which then affect the matters corresponding to those palaces. For example, if Tian Tong and Zhumen are in the career palace, sometimes a person will act purely based on ideals and feelings. If the environment isn't good or something goes wrong, it can lead to negative outcomes. So they tend to rely more on luck or fortune. So basically, this is the overall concept of Tian Tong in the 12 palaces. Also in Taiwan, the vast majority of schools follow this approach. As for Tian Tong, it is associated with G. All right, and our Tian Long transforms into K. All right, so people often ask me, If Tian really transforms into K, then how should we explain those who say Tian transforms into G? Generally, when Tianlong transforms into G, is it interpreted as a disruption or loss of blessings since G has appeared? Oh, it's a vacancy, so how do we explain it? Why do we use Huake? What does Huake mean? Huake refers to reputation that comes because of Tiantong. So we interpret it as a child who cares a lot about their image, a child who loves to save face. Sometimes this can make them difficult to communicate with. So the way it presents itself is a bit like that. Usually when we explain Tianlong Hua Ji, of course, there are more interpretations like what Ji represents and then how that Ji behaves. That's a more in-depth way of interpreting Hua Ji in the context of the palace position. What about this year's Gangnian? Everyone is worried saying, oh, many think it's Tianlong Hua Ji. It's okay, just switch to Qingtian Hua Ji. That's fine, many options. Every year when Tianxiang Hua Ji happens, there are always stock market crashes or financial crises, and sure enough, this year is no exception. So the above is about the Tiantong star. As a representative in the 12th house, it refers to that pure, childlike part of our hearts. We need to use it simply and sincerely. Don't act like a willful child, understand?